Welcome back to the channel. I'm not a person who cries a lot. I don't feel it's to do with me being a man and so on. You know, the classical things. It's just simple fact. I don't feel the need to express feelings in everyday life with tears. Usually when I shed tears, it's because of something really bad. I mean, like something triggered with borderline. Takes that basically for me to feel that way. It is obvious for me. So there were a lot of tears shredded when I had the breakup with my ex and so on. A lot of crying, and also in some depressive states I've had. And when I watch some movies and listen to some music, I can feel tears coming. Just a little smidgen, not much. But there is one movie that, more than anything else, triggered me really, really bad. And it's The Whale, Darren Aronofsky's movie. It is a theatrical movie for sure. It's not very subtle in anything really. But boy, did it hit me hard. It was in a time of my life when just broken up with my ex. I was very vulnerable. I was on my knees for sure. I had this friend who also at the same time decided to end our friendship. So I was probably quite vulnerable, and at that time I made a choice to watch this movie. This movie which contains a lot of things that I can relate to. I'm not now, well, I am still overweight, but I've been quite obese from time to time and lost a lot of weight, so that is good. But it's a big thing with weight in my life, as it is for people with weight, in general. I know some people bash overweight people and think that they are in general just lazy and don't care, but we do. Most of us hate the fact that we are overweight, and we struggle with that thing. I'm not going to go into a discussion about that now. We can save that for another day. But it's hard, and is often connected to depression, as it is with the character in this movie. And he also have a strained relationship with his teenage daughter. I don't have a strained relationship with my teenage daughter, but I fear it a lot. I fear ending up becoming this whale character, because it could happen. It could very much happen. I could relate to so many things on a basic level in this movie. And even if you can't, it's a very sad movie, very, very, very powerful ending. But boy, I didn't just got a tear in my eye. I started crying. I mean, really crying. Ugly crying. And it hurt me like crazy. I felt all down on my knees for several days after watching this movie. It was like not a good cry in any way, not in any way a venting where, well, things feel better afterwards. No. This was just nasty crying in all kinds of ways. And I've never experienced that. I've been kind of shocked by movies and such before, but not in this way. This movie it crushed me completely. And I don't think I will ever watch it again. I say that without in any way disliking the movie. I liked it. It's a great movie. I would give it like 4 out of 5 perhaps. And the strong emotional response is a part of that. But it's just a great story. It's a clever, good piece of writing. I mean, it's based on a book, so it's no wonder, but it's just a good story with really great acting. Really, really great acting from all people in it. Not just Brendan Fraser, but I can't remember her name, the daughter, and the caretaker who comes there, and even that missionary guy who comes over and so on, the pizza delivery man. Everyone is great. It's a great movie. A bit melodramatic if I look at it objectively, but I can't look at it objectively because it was a reminder of things that have been in my life and things that could be in my life and all kinds of things. It just became way too personal, way too painful. And it's a simple fact that I worry a lot about my daughter. I do so. She's a great girl. She's a teenager with teenage problems. She's not very open about something, so yeah, that's a problem also. I'm not sure how she's doing at times because she's not the type of person who speaks about things. Neither was I, so I can't blame her. And her mom is also quite introverted. So that's one of the reasons I haven't discussed my condition with her yet. I will one day. I don't know if her mother has talked about it to some extent. I think she maybe have. But in general, I've left her out of it because I'm not sure she can handle it in an objective way yet. She is soon 14. She is quite mature, but she's also still a 14-year-old girl in so many ways. She lives in this new world which I didn't grow up in, where there's a lot of image and superficial life with social media and so on that's completely different. It is a new world in many ways. And I don't want to bother her with this thing. And then she, starts to look at videos on like this one and so on. And she will get an impression. She can't objectively reason around. She might find it confusing and I don't know, problematic in many ways. And I think that I will wait a year or 2 or 3 before I talk to her with it. I'm looking for the signs in her that she's ready to talk about serious things in another more mature way. She is in many ways a feisty teenager still in all the wrong ways, and I can't see it being a good thing for us to talk about this thing yet. I want to keep a good, friendly parenting relationship with my daughter, and that will include, of course, me being completely honest about my condition. But this isn't the same type of condition as, having a physical illness. There is a lot of stigma and a lot of problems with mental illnesses, and borderline for sure is one of the worst. One of the worst to promote in a positive way. It is problematic for sure, and I'm biding my time and waiting for the signs that she is ready to have a conversation about it. And then I will try to make it as lighthearted as I can, but also explain that, hey, these things, if you ever feel the need to talk about your own problems or mine, just do it. And yeah, and I also explained to her why I waited to talk about it. But she's smart, she will get it. I think it won't be a problem. Yeah, it's summer solstice. No, winter solstice. I wish it was summer solstice. It's winter solstice today. The shortest day of the year, and supposed to be winter, but I don't know, it's a typical winter for sure. It's here where I live in the south of Sweden, it rarely falls snow during Christmas. It comes later, if it comes at all. So I think this is what Christmas will look like. It will be windy, wet, and cloudy. That's okay. I have a lot of creative projects I'm going to do during the days, so I'm good with this. I hope you are all doing well, and yeah, I will get back with you about those possible live streams, but I've not decided anything yet, so keep an eye out. Remember to follow the channel and so on, and you will not miss anything surrounding this. Okay? This is the Borderline Man signing off.